New mug. Time for the reveal. Check this out. Jason Voorhees, bitches. That's awesome. ExhumVisions.com. Yeah! Woo! Gung! What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears. How art is thou? Thouest is doing glorious in thy own kingdom. I'll be honest, the last couple of weeks have been really good. I haven't been this happy in quite a long time. And there's nothing out of the normal. Going to church, work, it's just things have been going really well. You know what I'm saying? So, things have definitely gotten better. I feel better, too. With losing weight, working out more, I feel really good. So I'm in a good spot right now. But there's always room for improvement, my friends. But I just wanted to tell you guys, you know, usually the more happier Fears is, the more epic content. Because whenever I'm not in a good mood, that drives me not to put content out. But I've been feeling really good. I'm in a really good place right now. Things have been going great. The trolling has been down to a minimum, so that's always good. Less trolling, happier Fears, man. I gotta say, things are going pretty well, my friends, pretty well. I hope your guys' day is going fantastic. I recently did a stream with Tinder Immortal, and I want to thank her so much for all of her time. So thank you, Tinder Immortal, for being generous with your time. It was such a fun interview. And you know what? Before I open up the chat, I want to say something. She actually had the idea. I was planning just to interview her, right? Just me ask all the questions. And she said, well, hey, John, can we do something different? I said, yeah. I said, what's up? I said, what have you got in mind? And she said, well, can I think of some questions and interview you for a little bit too? And I said, I like that. I like that idea. Because every once in a while I give the people that I interview an option, the option to ask me a couple of questions, but it's only like here and there, like sparingly. Usually I'm in control of the interview. But she said, no, I'm going to think of like 8 or 9 questions, John. I went, okay. And I said, that's cool. So I like that Tinder Immortal switched it up a little bit, but it was so much fun. And off camera, I told her, I said, hey, the fans seem to love it. We had like 9 to 10 people watching. I said, would you ever want to do this again? And she went, oh, yeah. She's like, John, I'll come on again. Just let me know. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, Tinder Immortal. I really appreciate it. All right, let's open up that chat now. There we are. There we go. It's John. All right, the chat is open. The chat is live, my friends. There we are. We got 2 likes. 1 person is watching so far. I'm sure there'll be more coming in. But anyway, hope you guys are doing fantastic. Like I said, things have been going really well. Things have been going good. So, yeah, things have been going pretty good. So anyway, big shout out to the fans. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's topics, we are going to be reviewing Red Dawn Remake, the Red Dawn Remake. And then, I didn't get to these 2 other topics yesterday. So, the second topic we're going to do is, what movie character do you see Fears playing in a movie? Like, if I could hop into a movie, what movie character do you see Fears portraying? I want to hear from the fans, and then I'm going to say some stuff. And then my friend Sean at work said, hey, Fears, you know what another topic should be? And I said, what? I said, what's up? And he said, dude, you should totally, like, do a topic of, like, if you could, like, snoop on, like, celebrities' lives, what celebrities would you snoop on? And I said, oh, that's an interesting question, and it's an interesting topic. I said, that's cool. I said, I'd be more than happy to do that as a topic. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. I got a couple of updates, and hopefully more people come in. If not, if only one person watches, mostly everybody saw my earlier interview with Tinder Immortal. So I told people I was gonna do 2 streams, so I hope more people show up. There we go. We got 2 people watching, so hopefully more people will show up. I told everybody I'm gonna write everyone in the Discord right now that I'm live. Let's see. Hope to see everyone at my live. I am live right now. Come and have fun. Come and hang out and have fun. All right. So hopefully some people show up here. Anyway, yo, Carmine, what's going on? We got 3 people watching now. There we go. People are starting to come in. Carmine, I don't know. Did you see? I think you saw a little bit of me and Tinder Immortal's interview. It went really well. It went really well. So, anyway, 3 topics tonight. D-Man, I do apologize. I didn't get to watch this last night, but I'm going to watch this tonight and review it tomorrow after church. So tonight, I'm going to get some dinner. I haven't had any dinner yet. I thought, you know what? I made myself another cup of coffee, and I talked to my mom for about 20, 25 minutes, and then I thought I'll go live. So I'm going to eat dinner a little later. So, yeah, D-Man, I'm sorry I did not get to this. I watched Red Dawn, fell asleep, woke up at like 6 or 7 in the morning, and I went, oh shit. So I didn't even get to bed last night. I fell asleep on the comfy couch. So tonight I'm going to be watching this. All right. So we're going to review this, and then I'm going to take my friend Sean's advice and do if I had to snoop into celebrities' lives, what celebrities would I like to dig in deep and snoop on their lives, you know? Now, again, I would never do this because I respect people's privacy, but if I could, and I could get away with it, Sean's like, that's the concept, Fierce. If you could and you could get away with it. And I said, that's an interesting topic. So I thought, all right, well, we'll do that. And then I came up with, what movie characters do you see Fierce playing? And then I'm going to tell you guys some movie characters that I would like to play. And then we'll talk about whatever else you want. Carmine says, great interview, Fierce. Well, I appreciate that, Carmine. Thank you so much. I loved it. It was a great interview. Tinder Immortal asked really good questions. She had about 9 or 10 really good questions. I don't think we got to all 10. I think we got through 6 or 7. But the questions she asked were amazing. And then, you know, I had my questions. Some I had planned. Some I just kind of did off the top of my head. But some I had planned. Excuse me for a second. Richie sent me the link. I guess he's streaming right now too. Well, Richie, I'm kind of doing my show, but maybe after I'll come in for a couple of minutes, Richie. So, yeah. Anyway, it was a really good interview. It was a solid interview. Now the next person I would like to interview, I've got 2 people in mind. I really have been trying to put up my professional interviews because I would love to get those people that interview actors. That would be a dream job for Fierce. Either that or be in a film, or just work on a film, kind of like what the dude did, working behind the scenes. And you know what? I owe the dude an apology. The dude, I'm glad that we're cool now, but I felt like such a dick, riffing on his, oh God, I almost said D-Man. I riffed on the dude for so many years, saying oh, he's a baby back bitch doing, PA work. I shouldn't have narked on that because that's a production assistant. That's a good way to get into the business. So the dude, I feel like such a fool, and I hope you can accept my apology and I'm glad that we're cool with the dude. I'm glad that I'm cool with him because, and I know the dude's real name. I'm not gonna out him, but I'm envious of him. And man, he's got to meet he's met more celebrities than I have. So the dude, I hope you can accept my apology. Fierce was really stubborn back then. I still am stubborn a little bit on certain things, but I shouldn't have criticized your career and I shouldn't have criticized your work. So I hope you can accept my apology. So I really am sorry, because I know the dude has recently been starting to watch my vlogs and my streams. I don't think he comments, but I hope he comes back into the comments one day. By the way, if you want a sticker, Fears would be more than happy. I just printed out some more Fears Man 26 stickers. So if you want one, let me know. Send me your address or send me some fan mail, and I'll save your address and I'll send you a sticker. So yeah. There he is, Dan Aykroyd. Shout out to Dan Aykroyd, one of my favorite actors. Now, I know that's not the real Dan Aykroyd. It's probably a fan hiding behind Dan Aykroyd, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Dan Aykroyd recently made an amazing can video of me screaming my lungs out, cans! I mean, you went above and beyond, buddy. I uploaded it on TikTok. It's got like 300 views already. It's epic. So I'm saving all of my my liquid death cans because I'm trying really not to drink a lot of soda anymore, Dan Aykroyd. I only drink soda when I'm out and about. But if it's at home, I just drink water or juice or tea or coffee because I really am determined to lose some weight. So I've been saving the cans, though, because we need a sequel. We need a sequel to that video. So what I'm going to do is, once I get like 15 cans, Dan Aykroyd, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to make like a castle wall of like the 15 cans. As many as I can fit from here to here. Smash them. Like, dive through them, and then just start screaming, crushing cans, going fucking ballistic, going nuts, and then you can save that video, and then any other time I crush a can, and then just, like, get, like, 30, 40 can crushes in one epic sequel. Make it like a minute video. So, the sequel coming soon, my friends, of the Can Crush. All right. Let me put on my sticker. You guys need to subscribe to Fearsman 26. There it is. All right. Dan Aykroyd said, well, I'm happy you enjoyed it. Oh, I did. The editing was spot on. And my favorite part, Dan Aykroyd, it happens real quick. Randall's sitting on the couch, and then you see my head come into frame like this. And I'm like, can! And then Randall just goes like that and shows his crushed can in his hand. That's my favorite part, because I showed it to Randall, and he went, holy shit, Fears, I forgot that I did that. I went, oh, you're in there, buddy. I'm like, you are in there. And he says, well, I'm happy that you enjoyed it. It took a few hours of work going through all the old streams, looking for the screams and the can crushes. Well, listen, giving credit where credit is due, my friend. That was some great edits. Let's see. Dude, throw that tin ball at the cans as well. That would be a good idea. But yeah, I'm going to save up a bunch of cans, like 20 cans, because those liquid death cans are like really long. Like they go probably from like here to about there. So whenever I make the castle wall of cans, because I only use this little corner of the table and I sit in front of my movies. So I'm probably only going to do it from here to here and just build it up and then just dive through the cans, and then I'll just pick all the cans off the floor and start screaming and crushing the cans and going and doing God knows what. So anyway, I decided to use my new Exhumed Visions cup today. I got my coffee. There it is. There we go. I got it in there. I'm ready to rock and roll. So yeah, so if you want this, exhumedvisions.com. I love Jason Voorhees, so I was like, dude, I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it now. But yeah, I mean, things have been going great lately. I'll be honest. I do get down on me sometimes because sometimes the trolling is so bad. But you know what? I'm knocking on wood. The trolling has been pretty bare minimum. I haven't had to like time anybody out or block anybody in the chat in a long time. I've had to time out a few people here and there, but I haven't had to block anybody in the chat in such a long time. And the Discord, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, I still get a little trolling here and there, but not as much, and believe it or not, Quentin actually apologized to me. He said something that was over the line a few days ago, and I said, "You're crossing a line, dude." And he went, "It was just a joke, Fears." And I said, "Well, you don't joke about that kind of shit." And then he said, "All right, my bad, I'm sorry." And I was like, wow, he actually apologized to me. That happens very far and few between, my friends. So yeah. But I hope the dude watches this. I did apologize to the dude, so I hope you can forgive me, the dude. Because I shouldn't have made fun of his career, and that's been kind of eating at me the last few years. And I was like, one of these days I gotta apologize to the dude. One of these days, I would love to send him the link and have him in the show with like me, Randy, Jason, Cool, and just like bitch and talk about movies. So that would be fucking great, you know, just to have like, I mean, everybody, like Pixel, Visions, the dude, me, Randy, Richie. I mean, everybody in there just bitching about movies and talking about movies. That'd be cool. But I did apologize tonight to the dude. So the dude's been watching, I don't know about all of my streams and vlogs, but he said for a while, Fears, I didn't watch anything at all. But he said lately I've been watching because me and him have been cool now. And he apologized to me a couple months back, and I accepted his apology. And I said, "Oh, I appreciate that." And so, but things seem to be getting better. You know, I'm in a good place right now. Not much trolling. Work's been going pretty good. I mean, there's days where I get tired, you know, because it's the same shit over and over. I have been looking for a second job because I will be honest. I didn't get fired, but I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys because I always try and be honest these days. It is getting to me. It's the same shit. All right, grab the box, scan it, put it in the fucking shelf. You know, you put it in the shelf in the fucking truck. Or if I don't do that, I'm training someone. Training is like one of the funnest things because I just walk around with the high school kids or whoever's like getting a new job, and it's usually young kids that it's their very first job, and I was like, holy shit, I wish this would have been my first job. My first job sucked ass. First job ever, fucking McDonald's, flipping hamburgers. My idiot boss would always put me on fucking drive-thru. Oh my god, it was the worst. And people would scream into my ear, "Yeah, pickles and mustard!" And I'm like, yeah, thanks a lot. I've got blood coming out of my fucking ear now. I can hear you. Now, of course, I didn't say that. I would push the button. I'd be like, "Yeah, I got it, ma'am. Pickles and mustard and ketchup on that burger." I'm like, "Ma'am, I can hear you." And I would say it as nicely as possible. "Did you get that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got it." And in my mind, I'm like, she's fucking screaming in my goddamn ear. I can fucking hear her. But of course, I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I didn't say that. I would just repeat like, "Yep, got it. 3 hamburgers, pickles, mustard, and ketchup on it. I got you. Anything else, ma'am?" And then 2 apple pies. I'm like, "Okay, got it. 2 apple pies. I got you." You know. So, well, I hope the dude watches this. The dude, I hope you can accept my apology because I shouldn't narc on anyone's career. I think it's cool that he was a PA. I guess I said it because at one time I thought he was a troll, and he's blunt, but he's honest, and sometimes I thought he would be too blunt, but it's shit that I probably needed to hear, you know? And I was a little envy because, man, I'm like, he got to work on all those movie sets and shit, and I was a little jealous. The only thing, I swear to God, that the dude said, and he's like, yeah, he goes, "I got a couple pictures. Man, if I was on Batman versus Superman, I don't care what the fucking director would say. Fears would get in those selfies, those pics. I'd be like, all right, nobody's around. I'm going to sit in the fucking Batmobile." I'd probably steal a prop off the set. Well, I don't know if I'd steal a prop. I'd be like, I would beg, I swear to God, I would beg the fucking director, like, just give me the Batarang. Just give me fucking one of them. Just give me some bat cuffs, you know, because Batman's got some Batman handcuffs. Just give me a bat dagger, whatever. Give me the fucking grappling hook. Just give me something, you know. So anyway, the dude, I just wanted to say I apologize, and I shouldn't have been a prick, and I shouldn't have said the stuff that I said about your job. And I hope you can accept my apology. So yeah. Dan Aykroyd said, "I didn't get to hear, how was the parking staff?" You know what? Dan Aykroyd, I know you don't watch all of my videos. I didn't end up going to the the Orlando Fairgrounds for the Blockbuster event. Because I had done 2 streams and I did that convention, Jeff's last convention in Kissimmee, I was tired, man. I was tired. I was wore out. And I wanted to go to the Blockbuster thing, but I found out that the Blockbuster Experience had an Instagram, so I followed them. And they said on their Instagram, hey, we're going to be back at some point in Orlando. And they had their schedule. Like, we're going to be in Missouri. We're going to be in California. And I went, you know what? I'm so fucking tired. I said, I'm so fucking tired. I said, I'm going to skip it. And I'll just, whenever they come back into Florida, that's when I'll go and do that. So, yeah. So, but yeah. So I didn't actually get to go to that, Dan Aykroyd. Yo, Carmine and Chicken Wizard. Carmine says, oh, you should definitely put the FFC Fairgrounds crew as a villain in Fearsman. Oh, you're already preaching to the choir, Carmine. They're going in there. They treat people like fucking trash. Oh my God. They think they can just do and say whatever the hell they want. It's not even Jeff. Jeff has nothing to do with it. Jeff's my main man, my homie. Even Jeff was like, oh, Fears, I know what you mean. He goes, and I asked him one time, I said, Jeff, that's not part of your crew, right? He goes, no, Fears. There's actually workers that work at the Florida Fairgrounds. He goes, my staff is my family and friends. I said, yeah. I said, Jeff, I don't have a problem with your family and your friends. Because I've met most of those people that work on Jeff's staff. Because his wife helps out. His kids help out. Jeff's got 3 kids. He's got a daughter and 2 sons. I see them at the conventions all the time. They're the nicest people. Jeff's wife is the sweetest lady ever. So it's not Jeff's staff, Carmine. It's the fucking idiots, and I hate to call them idiots, but the idiots at the Florida staff, they're so bitchy and moany, and literally, there was a square that we could park in. Why wouldn't I park right at the front? Oh, no, you can't do that, Fears. Why is that? Like, oh, you need to park over here. I'm like, what the fuck is the difference of me parking here or in the front? I looked at the lady that one time and said, ma'am, I'm not trying to piss you off. I said, I don't want to park way in the back. There's a space in the front. And she goes, well, why are you so content of parking in the front in the big square? I said, because the door to the convention is 30 feet away. So I'm going to park in the front, first one in, first one out. And she goes, well, I get why you want to do that, but can't you just park in the back? I said, it does not matter where you park. Plain and simple. So, let's hope the next time I go to the Florida, like the next time Jeff has a convention there, Carmine, let's hope the staff is a little bit more nicer. Anyway, what's up, Chicken Wizard? He says, Tinder Immortal's interview was epic, buddy. Good to listen to you while I was at work. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Me and Tinder Immortal really enjoyed that interview. And she was very professional. And I loved that she did something different. She wrote me, Chicken Wizard, and was like, hey, Fears, like, I know you usually, like, take command of the interview, and you let sometimes the person that you're interviewing ask a question here and there. And I said, yeah. She goes, can we do something different? And I said, yeah. I said, what do you got in mind? She goes, well, I've prepared, like, 9 or 10 questions. Can I interview you a little bit too, like halfway through? And I said, yeah. I said, that's no problem. I said, we'll bounce questions off of each other. I said, I think that's a great idea. And so she's like, oh, good. She goes, I just want to do something different since we've been friends for so long. And I was like, sounds good. I said, well, let's do that. So, yeah. Dan says, okay, gotcha. We'll get them next time. I'll bring the zip ties. I don't know if we have to go that far, Dan Aykroyd, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, I remember this lady. She was troubled. She definitely was troubled. Yeah, she was bitching and moaning. I'm like, I'm following the rules. You said park anywhere in this square. They had like spray painted a white square and said anywhere in this square you can park. And in my mind, I'm like, why is she bitching and moaning? I'm like, I'm going to just park in the front, first one in, first one out. I'm like, I'm not breaking any rules. Now, I'm all about following the rules because I don't want to get thrown out. If she was content, like, no, you have to park in the back, then I would have caved in and parked in the back. But she's like, I don't know why you're making such a big ordeal. I said, I'm not making a big ordeal. You are. I said, I want to park in the front. And I said, any logical person, like, oh, wow, a front row seat. Bam, I'm going to park right there. Go on in, go to the convention, have a good time, leave, you know? To me, it wasn't that big of a deal. But apparently to her, it was like, oh, God, the fucking sun is, like, coming down. Oh, God, it's the end of the world if Fears parks in the front. And I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Chill out, take a chill pill, have a cup of coffee. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. Life will continue on, my friends. But she was going for it, though, Carmine. She was really going for it. Anyway. Yeah. So, there it is. I don't get it. I do not get it. It was hilarious, though. I was laughing my ass off. I thought, oh, this bitch. I'm like, she's fucking hilarious. I'm like, does she know who she's talking to? She's talking to the goddamn Fears man. I'm like, you want to start some shit? I'm like, I'll fucking end your life into oblivion. No, I didn't say that. I'm just playing around. But I was like, really? She's bitching and moaning over a parking spot. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, this is funny. This is hilarious. Anyway, it was pretty damn funny. Anyway, I hope, like Chicken Wizard said, I hope you guys really enjoyed Tinder Immortal's question. The next two interviews, the next person I really want to interview, I started following this guy on Instagram. So cool. He's a big nerd like me. I don't actually know him. I just kind of fell in love with his Instagram. He makes these, he's a cosplayer, and he's got a shitload of followers, like 1 million followers. And he makes these Ninja Turtle costumes. Just like, you know, the Secret of the Ooze ones. And he wears these costumes to conventions. And I said, that would be a great interview. And so I messaged him, and he said, well, he goes, I go to about 200 conventions a year, so I'm very busy. He's from England, too. And I went, I understand, but I said, is there any way that I could interview you as Michelangelo in the suit on my podcast? And he went, oh, I'd love to at some point. So I said, we do 2 interviews. I would interview you as Mikey, because that's my favorite Ninja Turtle, in the costume. And you'd sit there as Mikey, and I would interview Mikey. I said, then the second interview would be you, the creator, you, not in the costume. He goes, Fears, I'd love to. And he recently started following me. So at some point, I would love to do that interview. The second interview, there's this really hot model on Instagram that I wrote and said, I'll be honest, I'm not going to, you know, beat around the bush here. You're fucking hot. I admire your beauty. I would love to interview a hot, sexy model on my podcast. Would you like to? And she goes, well, I'm very busy too. She goes, I'm a professional model. So she said, I go and do modeling jobs about 400 times a year. But she's like, if I have time, I would love to be on your podcast. Because she goes, I like your idea about self-promotion. I said, oh yeah. I said, I self-promotion all the time. And she's got about 9,000 followers. She's like, I just joined Instagram, and already she goes, when I first started, I got like 500 followers. That was my friends and my families. But now I'm up to 9,000. I went, oh, well, there you go. And I said, how long have you been doing Instagram? She goes, oh, only for like 3 or 4 months. I'm like, that's pretty good. Only 3 or 4 months, and you're up to 9,000 on Instagram. Her beauty, like, she's a perfectly flawless woman. And she's sexy. And I said, I would love to interview you. And then, out of nowhere, guys, she said, would it be cool if if you interviewed me in my bikini outfit? I went, we can do that. I'm like, I can definitely go with that. She's like, yeah. She goes, I'll sit in my chair, and I'll have my sexy bikini on. And she goes, because that's what I model in. I said, listen, I said, Fears is a guy. I'm like, you won't get any complaints from me. And she's around my age. She's like 37, 38, and she's sexy as fuck. So, excuse my language, but it's true. And she's like, oh, this will be so fun. I went, well, let me know. I'm like, I know you're busy with your modeling shit. So I said, let me know. And she goes, oh, I definitely will. And I went, okay, cool. So hopefully those are like the next 2 interviews. But I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you for all the hearts. I don't know who's giving me hearts. That's another thing that I'm pissed off. Not pissed off. It's frustrating that YouTube will not let you know who's giving you hearts or 100% or smiles or whatever. YouTube needs to change that. Let me know in the chat. What do you think about that? Let me know. But whoever's giving me hearts, thank you as always. All right, let me get back to the chat. Let's see here. She must have had a bad day and didn't know you were an influencer. Yeah, but here's the thing, Carmine. It doesn't matter that Fears is an influencer. She was just being a total fucking bitch. And she was bitching and moaning about a fucking parking spot. I'm like, there's more troubles in the world, and you're giving Fears a bunch of shit over one single... Oh, and then she wasn't just doing it to me. As soon as I parked, I get out, I'm walking to the front door. She's bitching and moaning to somebody else, and I'm like, oh my God, this stupid bitch. And I hate to call women bitches, but this woman was a fucking bitch. Oh my Lord, it was bad. Let's see here. Chicken Wizard said, you should have been wearing your Exhumed Visions crone shirt and said, hey, read the shirt, lady. Please be patient. I have Crohn's. There you are. I should have. Looking like a handsome stud without the hat on today, buddy. Well, thanks. Sometimes I like to just style the hair. Thank God I still got, not too many gray hairs. They're definitely coming in right here and coming in here. But thank God I'm not balding. I got my full head of hair. So, yeah. And I think I'm going to wear this to church tomorrow. Because I wore it tonight, before I go to bed, I'm going to throw it in the washer and dry it. And then I'm going to wear it again tomorrow for church. Because this is the first time. This is a new Hawaiian shirt. So I thought, all right, Tinder Immortal interview. I always wear Hawaiian shirts for my interviews. Oh, I haven't used that one yet. I'll wear that one. So, yeah. Anyway. What up, Larry? He says, hello, Mr. Fears. What up? Larry, I'm going to be calling you soon. Now, I did try to get Randy on tonight. I called, and he sounded dead tired. He was like, Fears. He goes, I've been working on Fears, man. I've been writing a script for the last 3 days. And I was like, so that's where you've been, Randy. He goes, yeah. He goes, you know me, Fears. And I said, oh, yeah. I said, Randy, I know you like a book. I said, when I don't hear from the Randy Meister, for like 3 or 4 days, I know you're working on Fears, man, and you want to be left alone. He goes, I was working on 3 things, Fears. I said, oh, yeah? I said, what were you working on? He said, he's like, well, I got some Cameo Man ideas, so I started drawing some cartoon photos for a Cameo Man episode. I was like, oh, there you go. And then he said, plus I was working on Fears, man. He goes, and then I was working on a writing assignment. I guess he's got a writing assignment off of Fiverr. And I was like, holy shit, Randall. I'm like, you're busy. And he goes, oh, yeah. And he goes, so I'm dead tired, Fears, so I'm just going to sleep today. So he's like, do you mind if I just work on Fears, man, tomorrow after church? And I was like, Randy, I'm like, get some sleep, buddy. Because he sounded dead tired on the phone. But Randy said he may come on my stream tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm going to church. I may cruise on by FYE because the FYE is kind of by my church. It's not super close to my church, but it's close. It's down that way. So I may, because I haven't went to FYE and it's been a while. Maybe a month since I've did a FYE haul. So I think I'm going to cruise over there after church. And then after FYE, I'm going to grab some lunch. Because I've been good. I have not had Chipotle in about a month. And I'm craving some Chipotle. So I think I'm going to get like 2 or 3 tacos from Chipotle. Eat, come back, do a live. And then I'm working on 2 vlogs right now. Finally, I'm almost done with the Titanic vlog. It's a coming. So Larry, the Titanic one, I'm working on that next. And I'm working on Super RetroCon from last year. I'm so far behind. But I'm only 5 or 6 vlogs behind, so not too bad. But, big news, I've got Super RetroCon, not this weekend, next weekend. And Jeff told me, he's like, Fears, he's like, good thing you bought your ticket when you did. And I said, oh yeah? I said, why is that? He goes, remember last year we only had like 10, 15,000? I said, yeah. I said, that's still a lot though. He goes, yeah, Fears, you have no fucking idea. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, Fears, I just checked the tickets. And I said, yeah? And Jeff called me like, I don't know, 2, 3 days ago. He said, Fears, it's beyond 15,000. I said, really? I said, how much? When he told me it was up to 25,000, he said, by the time the show starts, Fears, next weekend, he goes, I guarantee you we'll break 30, 35,000. I went, holy shit, Jeff. I'm like, that's even double the show from last year. He went, oh yeah, Fears, it's going to be nuts. And he's like, but, he goes, I understand why. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, I've added more. He goes, remember last year we only had 2 movie cars there? I said, yeah. I said, you had the Knight Rider. I said, the guy from Miami that does the Knight Rider cars. And I've sat in his Knight Rider car at least 4 or 5 times within the last couple of years of me living in Florida. He goes, yeah, that guy's coming back. He goes, and then last year we had, I think he had the green Hornet car there, and I was unable to get that in the vlog last year because so many people wanted a picture, so I just kind of walked by and I got some footage and I got a photo of it or some shit. But you guys haven't seen that vlog yet because I've been so far behind, but I'm working on those 2 vlogs, so. But I gave you guys a taste. Remember when Randall was when he was in town last time? Randall had never done the Titanic Museum, so I said, Randall, I said, the fans, I said, thank God the fans are not pissed off at me. I said, they've been waiting for the Titanic video. And Randall's like, well, Fierce, you're going to take me there. I said, yeah. I said, you know what I'll do, Randall? I said, I'll film a little bit of our adventure, tide them over, put you in there with me while we're waiting for Larry. Because we did all that shit while we were waiting for Larry. And then we did the big fucking live stream and shit. So while we were waiting for Larry, Randall wanted to go to the Hulk Hogan's beat shop. So I said, all right, we'll do that. And then after Hulk Hogan, I said, Randall, it's only $20 to do the Titanic Museum. So I said, we'll go in there and kill about an hour or 2. And I didn't film much because I said, I only want to film a tiny bit and give the fans a little taste of the Titanic Museum. Then, when I upload the big Titanic vlog, the first time I did that like a year ago or 2 years ago, I can't remember. I said, then they'll get the big fucking Titanic vlog. So there it is. So, we're working on it. Let's see. I agree with John. Well, that's so nice of you to say. Also, the shirt looks very cool. Nice. Yeah, I got this from, well, this is the shirt, Carmine, this is the shirt that I'm going to wear to Super RetroCon. So I'm going to wash this, wear this next weekend, because this looks like total Miami Vice. This looks like total Miami Vice. Because Jeff was like, Fears, are you going to do a classic Fears? And he goes, there's going to be a lot of 80s shit there. He goes, you got to do like some Miami, like Hawaiian shirt. Because Jeff knows my love for Hawaiian shirts. I went, oh yeah. I said, Jeff, I'm going to have the fucking, Ray-Ban fucking 80s glasses on, going fucking nuts. I said, then I'll have the Hawaiian shirt. And I said, I'll have the jeans. And oh yeah. So he went, oh, right on, Fears. He goes, well, Fears, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. So Jeff has got something planned. I don't know if Jeff is going to wear like an 80s costume or something, because that's what he did last year, and I was like, don't tell me. Surprise me. What up, CMG? Good to see you. Larry says, cool shirt, Fears. Well, thanks, buddy. So I'm going to wear this tomorrow. So I'm going to wash it again tonight, wear it for tomorrow. So whenever I do the whenever I do the stream tomorrow, you guys will see me this in again. Then next weekend, I'm wearing it to Super RetroCon. It'll either be this one. Well, I'm going for 2 days, so I'm going to wear 2 different Hawaiian shirts. This one I'm going to be wearing next Saturday for the first day at Super RetroCon. Sunday will be the second day, and I've got another Hawaiian shirt planned. CMG says, what up, Fears? What up, buddy? I saw LC at MegaCon and was hoping to see you. Here's the thing, buddy. Here's the thing. I'm an idiot for not going. I'm a goddamn moron. I don't mean to take the Lord's name in vain, but I am. I'm an idiot. LC's like, Fears, you're missing out. I was just so tired, so overwhelmed. I had so much footage. Plus, MegaCon is not cheap. Like, for him and his family, I think he paid like $200. For me, I think it was like a $100 ticket. And I was like, fuck that noise. But next year, I'm going to save up my money. I'm going. Because I told LC's like, Fears, you don't even have to go for all 4 days, because MegaCon is 4 days. I said, yeah. I said, I'll probably just come for like a day or 2. He's like, yeah. He goes, then you can get a cheaper ticket. I said, how much is like 2 days? He goes, I think 1 day is $80, and for 2 days, it's $100. I said, that's not bad. So yeah. CMG, I'll be honest, we've talked before. I could have sworn, I did not know that you lived in Florida too. I thought you lived in Missouri. I know, because you've been watching me for quite a long time. I could have sworn you were from Missouri. But I guess I'm wrong. So you live in Florida. I did not know that. Right on. That's cool. I did not know that. It was expensive, but you can get vlog content, or content for your vlog. I know. See, that's why I'm an idiot. But I had so much content, and I was so far behind. I was thinking, like, Fears, just get caught up with all your fucking videos. Because I've been trying to get, I said I've been trying to get the fucking content out quicker. And I thought, oh God, if I just go there and I get all that fucking content, I'm going to be even behind. It shouldn't have mattered though, because I'm going to film at Super RetroCon next weekend, and I still haven't got last year's Super RetroCon up. So what I should have did is, oh, fuck it, Fears, you're always behind on the fucking videos. Just get it out when you can get it out. The fans will understand. That's what I should have did. But I was like, nah, I've already got enough. But I'm going next year. So I don't care if a fan has to, like, pull my arm out of the socket and slap me in the face with my own arm. I'm fucking going, you know? But yeah, I don't know why, CMG. I thought you were one of my fans from Missouri. Because I have a lot of people in Florida that follow me now that I live here. And then, of course, I started my vlogging career, and the whole channel's in Missouri. I could have sworn, though, you were from Missouri. But my apologies. So, yeah. Anyway, somebody was messaging me real quick. Give me 1 second. Oh, Larry messaged me, and he was sending me some pictures. Apparently, Larry went to a Donald Trump, I don't know, I guess it was a rally or something. Let's call Larry, and let's find out how his day was. It looked like an epic day, Larry. So let's see. Yo, Larry, what's up, man?
What's up?
Dude, I think the coolest picture you sent me was the picture of that massive airplane. I mean, that fucker was huge. I mean, that thing is big.
Oh yeah.
That looked really cool. Was that like the president's airplane, or what was that?
That was Trump's, yeah.
So did it say President of the United States on it, or was it just a Trump
It's his. He's not president anymore.
Well, that's true. That's true. Like
just said Trump.
I didn't mean to say that. I meant I obviously.
No, I know what you mean. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking.
Yeah.
They don't. He still had Secret Service and stuff. But
yeah. Because I mean, once you become president, and then once you're done being president, they still call him the president because he's the 45th president, like how they do it with Obama and all the other ones. I can't think. Air Force One. That's what I thought it was for a second. Air Force One, because when you are president, that's the airplane they use to transport the president all over the country and all over the United States and all that shit. But that was his private business plane, a Trump plane, right?
Yeah, it was probably just as nice as Air Force One.
Oh yeah.
Sure. I mean, it looked.
Well, the thing.
Royce engines in it. I mean, as
soon as you sent me that photo, buddy, I was like, holy shit, that thing is massive. Like,
well, I know you didn't like Trump. So
well, no, see, here's the thing. A lot of the fans and a lot of my haters say that I hate Trump. I don't hate him. It just is, I don't like that he's too blunt and he makes fun of people. Hate's a strong word. I don't hate him. I dislike some of the things he does. I think he's a good businessman. I don't think he's good as a president. But I admire his business qualities, because he's got, Trump Tower, he's got tons of casinos. I know he owns a couple of boats. He owns a shit ton of hotels. So I admire his business qualities, and I know he's donated to charity a lot, and he's one of the richest people in America, right? I don't know if he's the richest.
He's rich, but I mean, there's a lot of more rich.
Exactly.
Richer people than him.
Exactly.
He's all right. He's
like
doing okay.
I know he's not the richest person in America, but he's pretty damn rich. So I admire those qualities, but I think he could have been a better president. I mean, he tore the news, ripped them to shreds. He called them idiots.
Oh, he was ripping them today too. He was casting down today.
Yeah. So some of his qualities, I don't like that he's too much in people's face. I'm blunt, but I'm fair. But you don't see Fears.
I think if you met him in real life, you might like him.
I mean, I think it would be an honor to meet him. Just, I don't like sometimes the way he conducts himself. So I don't hate anyone or anything. Like, I'll give you an example. Quentin, I don't hate him. Do I strongly dislike Quentin? Yes, I strongly dislike him. Same thing with Trump. I don't hate him, and I don't dislike him. I just don't like some of his qualities that he does. You know.
Right. That's fair enough.
But yeah, so sometimes people get that mixed up, and I'm like, I don't hate anybody, you know, or anything. It's just I don't like that he's in people's faces and you know shit like that. So yeah, so how did that come about? So was it a rally or was it a presidential campaign or what was it?
Just a little rally. It was.
So was that?
It was in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay, I was gonna ask if that was in your hometown. So did you?
Nah, about a half-hour drive.
Oh, okay. So did you and your family go, or just you?
I just went by myself.
Oh, there you go.
I was hoping I could. I was trying to. Well, I wish I could have went live because I was going nuts.
Did you get to talk to him?
Nah, I mean, he heard me yelling. I kept on yelling, "Sleepy Joe." I was yelling when it was real quiet, and then
Sleepy Joe. Oh shit!
On the
you
way
called.
Out, I told him. I gave him a big grab him by the pussy. I yelled it real loud.
Did he ever interact with you when you said Sleepy Joe or grab him by the pussy or anything like that?
He looked up. I mean, the crowd cheered and stuff.
But did he look at you? Did he look at you and give you like a thumb?
He looked my way. Yeah.
Did he give you a thumbs up or anything like any interaction?
No, I got that on the way out.
Okay.
I got up there and I yelled at him. I got it on video too.
Now, are you gonna upload that to the channel?
I don't know.
I think you should, Larry. You know, if even though he didn't say anything to you, if he interacted with you and looked at you, that's like primo vlog content, buddy. I mean, I would upload it. I mean, but it's your channel. You can do whatever you want. But if it was me, I would upload it. That's just me, though.
Yeah, but yeah, it was fun, man. It was, like I said, it was.
So how long did that rally last? A couple of hours or more than that?
I got there at 11. Shit, it took 2 hours to get through security.
Oh shit! Oh, so it lasted like it was an all-day thing.
Yeah, they had governor came out and spoke,
oh shit!
And then
was there
food? Came in.
Now, was there food there? Was it kind of like a thing like that? Like you could get food and hear his debate and his speeches and shit.
They had food. They had food trucks.
Oh, there you go.
It was on the airport. It was on the like terminal, like a
yeah. It looked like it was an airport setting.
Base.
Yeah. From the pictures you sent me, but I mean, I liked all the pictures you sent me. But I gotta say, the most impressive picture. I knew he had an airplane, but I had never I've seen photos of the Trump airplane like online and shit. But that's the first time I've seen it where somebody else took a photo. That fucker is huge. I mean.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's like a jumbo jet, like a jumbo jet.
It was impressive.
Like I don't know. Do you think it was like a jumbo jet aircraft? Because it looked bigger than a normal aircraft. Like whenever I fly home and visit my mom and my brother and all my family, I normally fly either Southwest because they got such cheap flights, or sometimes I fly with Frontier because they're cheap. And I know for a fact that it was bigger than their aircrafts. You know?
Oh yeah, it's like a big Concorde. Like I said, it's
that's what I was thinking.
Better and faster than Air Force One.
Because jets are different than planes. But you know what I was talking about. I was like, a Concorde is like where the plane has an upstairs, a downstairs. Because I've been on a big Concorde plane. Anytime back in the day when my mom and my dad would take us to like England. Sometimes we would fly like with American Airlines. If you ever fly with British Airways, they have an upstairs, a downstairs. I remember my dad said, "Oh, I'm gonna walk down and have a drink at the bar," and I walked with my dad. And I remember I was like, I don't know, 13, 14. I was like, Dad, I've never been on an aircraft where there's an upstairs, a downstairs, and it was massive, dude. So some of the bigger airlines have those big shit ton fucking massive planes where there's an upstairs, a downstairs, like 10 bathrooms on it, and then the one that me and my dad were on with my mom and my brother, it had 3 bars in it, like 2 bars on the top level. I'm sorry, yeah, 1 bar down on the first level and 2 bars up top. It was insane, dude. So,
yeah, no, I don't think there was no upstairs, but it was big. Of course.
I mean, listen,
they all look big when they're up close. Like
I kid you not. I'm looking at the photo right now, and Larry, I'm not going to contradict you, but I wouldn't put it past Trump if there was an upstairs and like stairs in that plane, because I'm telling you, the thing is massive. I'm surprised they allowed you to take a photo that close. I mean, in that photo, from where you're standing,
he parked right. That's where he parked at. He parked right there. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Because he was a former president, I'm so surprised that they, like, from where you're standing, you're pretty damn close to that plane. Like, I would think they wouldn't let the public anywhere near his stuff. It looks like you're, what, 100 feet away from it, right?
Probably 125, yeah, 125
I mean,
feet.
Because at first I said, well, maybe Larry's like 50 feet away from it. I was like, no, I think he's a tiny bit farther away. I would say 100 feet in the photo that you took and you messaged to me on the Discord. It looks like you're about 100 feet away from that plane. That's why it looks, I mean, it's massive in this photo, dude.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
So I was like, well, I'm glad Larry had fun. Because it looked like a blast.
Yeah, I was going nuts, man. If I could have went live, I was pissed. I mean,
now, because you went to it, obviously, are you a big supporter of Trump? Like, you want him to be president?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
okay,
yeah,
I was just curious.
I'm not like the big.
Yeah, I was just curious.
I just went for the action. I just went for something to do.
I was just curious because, I mean, I don't judge anyone. I'm like, whoever.
No, I want Trump to win, but I didn't. I don't even live in Ohio, so I just went for the action.
Yeah. Well, I bet that was a fun Friday. Oh wait, did you go to today or yesterday?
Today.
Oh, today. Well, then my bad. I'm sure that was a fun Saturday, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something different.
Did you get to see any of me and Tinder Immortal's interview?
I got to watch a little bit of it. I was about halfway through it that I saw you went live. So
now, that was a fun interview. I mean, and she wanted to do something different. She was like, hey, Fears, how about instead of you asking me all the questions, she's like, can I make up some questions? And she came up with some really good questions, my friend. I mean,
yeah, I did. I got to the point where last meal and favorite holidays. Like I said, yeah, she had some great questions.
Nice. So you got about half of it.
Yeah, probably a little more than half, I guess.
So, dude, I gotta say, do not erase that tornado storm live stream. Don't get rid of it. Keep it on your channel. Like, it sucks that all those people died and got hurt and stuff, but it was primo live stream content for your channel. Like, I'd say that was. Yeah, but I'd say that was your
really what.
I'd say that was your best stream so far.
I ain't saying much, man, because it was just looking at the dark. And
well, listen, I mean, you're just starting off.
I appreciate it, but there wasn't even no action. So.
Well, I mean, I watched about probably, I'm not trying to lie here, I don't remember how much I watched. I want to say 10, 15 minutes of it. And I saw lightning bolts and thunder, and I saw some rain in it, so I thought it was cool that you just put the camera up, and you know what you should have did? Instead of a live stream, a time lapse of that, like a long ass time lapse of that storm would have been cool, and then you put some music over it. That would have been cool.
Yeah, but I mean, get my computer turned on.
But I mean, for a live stream, it wasn't bad. I mean, listen, you're just starting off. You got to learn. Like, you got to learn the ins and outs of live streaming, and I get it. Like when I started, way back when, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had to have Pixel and a couple other people show me. I didn't even know how to start a live. I didn't know how to close a live. The worst streaming platform though is the one that YouTube provides. I don't like that one. Once I told Randall about StreamYards and OBS, Randall was like, "Oh, Fears, fuck the YouTube one. I'm gonna use those two that you use." So I know Randall uses a lot of StreamYards. I think he uses OBS once in a blue moon, but usually what I do is if it's a single show like right here, I'll use OBS. If I invite somebody in, I don't know how to invite people in on OBS. I hopefully one day Pixel or Visions or somebody can show me how to do that. I just go on StreamYards and then I just send them the link, and it's a million times easier to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, but I need to get that StreamYards myself.
It's so easy, Larry, because it's literally this. You write in the description, like the Larry Show or whatever you want to call it. You have to give it a title. Then what I do is I put my topics. So I say Fierce Podcast, dash and then my 3 topics or 2 topics or whatever I'm going to do that day. Then in the description, it won't let you go live. You have to put in a description. And I just say, today we're going to talk about this. And then I say, follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram and TikTok or whatever. I switch it up because I don't want to put the same shit. So sometimes I'll focus my fans, follow me on TikTok. And then like today I said, follow me on YouTube, at Fears Vlogs, and follow me on TikTok and blah, 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 blah. Then I say, send my fan mail to this address. And then literally StreamYards is like this, and OBS. You hit live, you talk about whatever you want, and say, all right, guys, I'm going to take off. You hit end. It's that easy. And then once you get off, it immediately uploads to my YouTube channel. And it's that simple. And it usually takes about... The longer it is, the longer it takes to upload. Usually, like, if it's a quick one, like if I do like a half an hour, it's usually up within an hour or two. Like, tonight, if I go for an hour or two, it'll usually take like 2 or 3 hours to upload. But by the time the next day comes, it's already up. It's already up on my channel. So people can enjoy it and want to watch it back. Because a lot of people say, oh, Fears, I was at work. Fuck, man. I had to watch it the next day. And I'm like, yeah, no worries. Just, I understand. Life gets busy. Watch it whenever you want. It's that simple. Right. It's that easy. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it.
I'm telling you, you'll save yourself a lot of headaches, man. Plus, you'll be like, oh, this is easy, just like Fears said. Push this button, start, talk about whatever you want, boom, done. No hassle. It's bullshit free. It's awesome, dude. I'm telling you, you'll save a lot of time and effort. A lot of time and effort.
I appreciate the advice.
Because I want your channel to be just as big as mine, if not bigger, buddy. Because you're my friend and I care about you. So because I know it's a pain. I know it's a pain in the ass whenever you start, dude. Like when I first started, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, But you learn and you get more experience. Then I asked a bunch of people in the community. I'm like, hey man, you mind if you help me out a little bit? And they're like, sure, Fears. So I'm like, yeah, right on.
Who do you think helped you out the most?
I mean,
who's the smartest on that stuff?
Well, I mean, everyone's smart in the community. I mean, I can't just name one.
Because you helped Randy out, didn't you? So
well, both. The community helped Randy, and then I said Randy. I said they've helped me out. So it was community members that helped Randy, and I helped him out, and then he got his start in the streams and shit. But not one person is smarter than the other. I mean, lots of people. I can't just name one person because when I first started streaming, lots of people helped. The dude helped me, Pixel, Visions. I mean, tons of people helped me out with the lives. Now I've just memorized how to do it, and now I just do it all myself.
Right.
But yeah, so
yeah, you got it down. That's for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you go, buddy.
All right, man. Well,
I just wanted to catch up. Hey, thanks a lot for tuning in a little bit to the Tinder Immortal, and I'm glad you had fun today, buddy.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I mean, it looked like a blast. How many photos did you say? Did you take like a shitload or just a couple?
I took a lot.
Nice.
Took a bunch of video, but just.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I was just.
Now
I was all over the place.
Now what you need to do, Larry, is what type of computer do you have? Do you have a MacBook, like an Apple computer? Yeah. On your Apple computer, every Apple comes with iMovie Maker. So you should take that footage and learn how to do iMovie Maker, edit it, and put that footage up, and that'll be like your first vlog. If you don't want that, I highly suggest buying from the Apple Store. It was a pretty penny, but it saved me a lot of time and effort. I love Final Cut. So if you, I mean,
that just sounds like a lot of work, man. I hate.
I mean, editing is a lot of work. I mean, but to me, it's not work because I love the fuck out of editing content. I love it. It's like a drug to me. I love editing content. Well, you know me. I love everything about movies. So whenever I get some fresh content, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to put this music in. I'm going to edit this way, throw about 5 or 6 time lapse. I'm going to put this at the front and do this at the end and blah, 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 But it's worth it because when you get edited content, people want more. They're like, oh, hey, Fierce, when's the next vlog? When's the next stream? So, but if you want to start slow, if you need any help, just let me know, buddy. Or if you want me to edit some content for you, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know I don't know how that works either. I just give it my YouTube password or something.
No. There's I forgot. I think Pixel showed me. There's a way to send footage to people. I'd have to ask Jason or Pixel because they're way better at all that computer shit than I am. I need to have them show me. You know, whenever I do like a trailer, I watch a trailer and react to you guys. Visions and Pixel said there's a way in OBS where you can have it up and I'm in the front of the camera, and then off to the right or the left, a window pops up, and you can have what I'm watching. So then the fans can be like, oh, Fears is watching the next Austin Powers trailer, and they can watch it as I'm reacting to it. I don't know how to do that yet, so one of these days, Visions tried to tell me it.
Well, I know, ask Toby. I know Toby does it.
So I'll ask him or Visions, and I said Visions. It's probably a lot hard to tell it to me, you know, because he's not here. He said, oh, Fears, if I was sitting right here, I would tell you, Fears, push this, push that. It'd be a lot easier. But whenever you try to tell it to someone, it's hard to, like, describe it. So I said, no worries, dude. I said, at some point, just call me. You know, so yeah, he said, yeah, I'll call you, Fears, and then we'll sit down and I'll show you exactly how to do it. And I said, right on, man.
Yeah, or just FaceTime even that way. You can see it, you know what I mean?
So eventually, we'll figure it out eventually. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go, buddy. But keep,
but keep. Shout out to the chat, man.
Oh yeah, we got 7 people watching. So get back in the chat. And I'm gonna go on with the with the live stream.
I had something I was gonna ask you.
What's up?
What it was, but I'll ask it in the chat. I forget what it was.
Oh, just ask me now. Ask me now. What's up?
No, I can't think of what it was. It slipped my mind.
Okay. Hey, what was the thing? What was the thing the other day? You said you wanted to say something bad about Ghostbusters. What was it? You never got.
I was just busting your balls. I was just gonna say it stuck.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Well, there it is. How dare you! Unbelievable.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it sucked.
You son of a bitch! All right. I'm out of here, Larry.
Yeah,
I'll see you.
I'll think of it. I'll get it in the chat. I can't. Man, it wasn't important, but it was something that was.
Larry, look, we're friends.
Man, I need to ask Fierce about
Larry,
that.
we're friends, and I care about you, but never disgrace Ghostbusters again, ever. Hey,
that's why I asked if I had permission to say something about it. So.
You did, and it was funny.
I do.
It was funny, and I know you're joking. I thought it was hilarious, though. I was like, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Like Larry's gonna say, like, oh yeah, Fears, I'd fucking burn every goddamn.
Man, I tell you what, though, man, you guys watch some shitty movies, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that's why they're so great. Like, not everybody in the community does it, but
I know. But
I've got this obsession. It's an obsession. I love the more shitty it is. It makes me fucking lose my mind. Like
that's what true film people do. I know, but I'm not.
I watch everything. I watch everything. The good, the bad, the ugly. The good, the bad, the ugly, the epic, the amazing. The more shitty it is, the more I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this? This shit's fucking hilarious. It makes me laugh. And plus, they're attempting.
See how you guys remember who did it?
Yeah, they're attempting, Larry. They're attempting to be scary, and I'm like, if they think this shit is scary, then they're not right up here. I'm like, this shit ain't scary. This shit's making me fucking lose it and make me laugh my ass off. You know, like killer clowns from outer space. They actually thought that was a good idea, and it's so shitty. It's fucking hilarious, and it's a classic. It's a cult classic. But I'm like, this shit is not scary. This shit is more funny. That's why I bought, like, the cotton candy cocoon gun and the acid pie and the fucking popcorn gun. Because it's so ridiculous. I'm like, I gotta have those props in my fucking collection. Because the audacity of this idea blows my mind. Because I'm like, somebody actually sat down, expressed to a producer, this is a great idea. Fucking idiot producers actually spent money on this stupid shit, and they made a movie. I hope they make Killer Clowns 2. I would love to be in it.
You think they was on drugs when they made that movie?
They must have been on something. I don't know what the hell they were on. Probably. Probably.
But they just sitting around getting high and said, "Hey man, let's make a movie," and then all of a sudden.
So Larry, I want you
didn't get popular until late, did it?
Larry, I want you to remember this: if Fears ever got to be in a movie, if they said, "Fears, we're making Killer Clowns 2. Do you want to be a part of it?" I'd be like, hell yeah, sign me up. I just want a cameo though. I wouldn't want to start.
You'd say, I got the popcorn gun already.
I would tell him, I'm like, I've got it all. I got the acid pie. I got the fucking cotton candy cocoon gun. I'm like, so I would either want 1 or 2 cameos. I would either want to use one of my props in it, and like either shoot somebody with the popcorn gun or shoot somebody with the cotton candy cocoon gun, or I would want one of the clowns to kill me on camera, like in the most ridiculous way possible. I'm like, just have
it used your pie. It used your pie to smash in your face.
Yeah. So,
what would be cool is you get to keep the props. It would actually be a film use prop.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, oh dude, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, I wouldn't want a full part. I'm like, look, is there any way where you can just write a little thing like I'm like one of the civilians in the town, and one of the crazy clowns just kills me in the most ridiculous way, run me over with a car.
Oh man, that'd be. Oh yeah, just a quick kill. That'd be awesome,
like a quick kill cameo, like. And I would tell the director, I don't care how the clown kills me. Shoots me with the
No, you'd have to use your own prop, man. You'd have to bring your own prop.
I'll be honest. It would be cool if they killed me with one of the props that I have. But either way, if they said, oh, no fears, we'll write something. Whether a clown ran me over with a clown car, or shoot me with the cotton candy cocoon gun, or like punch me in the face. I don't care.
Would you let them kill Fears, man?
That'd be cool. Either John Fears, if they either kill John Fears or they kill Fears Man, I don't care.
I think you being a clown, man, you come as like a fake clown.
That'd be cool, yeah. Like, what if Fears Man dressed, or what if
he's trying to sneak in?
Yeah, what if I dressed up as a clown and then the actual killer clown just like walked up, he kind of stared me down, looked up, looked down, and then like ripped out my esophagus or something. I don't know.
Right.
Just a quick cameo, you know. That's all I want.
Could be like, you could drink like milk or something, and then you go take a big Crohn's dump in the porta potty, and then the clowns start. They tip you over.
That'd be cool.
And then you come out and they pie you.
Anything. I mean, these are all good ideas, Larry. Any of that would be great. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take off, buddy.
Yeah, man. I like to see you as a clown, though, man. I can't get that out of my head, dude.
Again, I'm being honest. I don't care. I'd be like, I would look at the director of the film and be like, whatever you want, just make sure my death is the most crazy, hilarious, outrageous, like, death in the whole movie. And I just want, like, a 30-second cameo of a killer clown killing me in the most violent, hilarious way.
They'd say, well, we know you like ranch, so we're definitely going to we're going to drown you in ranch.
Oh, God, that would be fantastic. Like, yeah, like,
you know
what if...
I mean?
That would be it, Larry. There it is. A clown grabs me by the neck, fills up a bathtub full of ranch, sticks my head in the ranch, and drowns my ass in ranch. There you go. That's it.
There you go, man.
That would be great. I'd be like, well, now I can die a happy man. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
All right, I'm taking off, buddy. I'll see you later.
Okay, man.
All right. Peace out. I'm glad you had a good day. Peace out, guys. Larry is always a cool friend. Always a good chance to talk to him. Listen, Larry, I'm not going to deny it. All those ideas on how to kill fears were great. Doesn't matter how I die on camera. Just get me in there. Get me a cameo. Like a 30-second cameo, kill me off. 5-second cameo. I don't give a shit. Just fucking kill me on camera, you know? Anyway, let's get back to the chat. All right, here we go. I wasn't trying to ignore you guys. We got 4 people watching. John says, Larry loves Don the Con. Gar says, Fears is just going to fall asleep like he's dressed and pop up for church. That's not true. That's not true at all. Not true, Garth. I'm going to delete that comment. That was kind of unappropriate, my friend. That would not happen. The shirt is great for any occasion. Church, El Napo, dating, disco. Doesn't even matter. This is true. This is very true. Thanks for the hearts. But I would never go to church after I fell asleep. Always. Anytime I go to church, shower, shave. That's why I shaved today so I don't have to shave tomorrow. I always comb my hair. I never wear a hat to church, so don't do that. I always either just like comb my hair real nice without any gel, or sometimes I put gel in my hair. Never wear a hat in church. That's disrespectful, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. All right. Time for the review, my friends. All right. Man, oh man, oh man. Now, listen. Now I've got both versions. I've got this version, and then I've got this version. So, this is the original. This is the original. This is the remake. I love them both. I love them both. Obviously, this one came first. I like this one better, because this is the original. But I like this one just as good, and I'll be honest, this version had more action in it than the original. But I like them both. The original Red Dawn, remember I gave it a 10 out of 10? This one's just as good, but I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So, very quick review, because you guys already know the story of this, because I already reviewed this, and then I told Visions, I'm like, Visions, I'm going to find the fucking new one. I mean, or the newer one. This one's been out for a while. Chris Hemsworth was fucking epic in it. He has a great American accent. You can't even tell he's Australian. He is Australian, but you can't tell that he's Australian in the fucking movie. It's so good. So 9 out of 10. There it is. Because the dude said, I'm sorry, not the dude, excuse me. Because D-Man sent me, I'm going to watch one of his movies. He sent me 4 or 5 movies. D-Man, I promise I'm going to watch this tonight. I'm going to try and watch. I have a busy night. I still got to eat dinner. I haven't eaten dinner yet. So I got to eat dinner, shower, brush my teeth, have a little dinner. I'm going to edit for a little while, watch a movie. So, D-Man, I'm either going to watch 2 of your movies that you sent me or at least one. But I'm going to try and watch this tonight. But D-Man's movies are top priority before I watch any of this fucking shit that I've bought. Because he's a fan, and he's a friend, and him and his wife were very generous. D-Man didn't have to send me 5 or 6 movies. But because he did, D-Man, you're the fucking man, dude. And I want to watch, to show my appreciation, I want to watch those first. So, yeah. So, but if you guys get a chance, if you guys have not seen this, you guys are missing out. Remake, original, watch this one first, then watch this one right after. They're epic. Amazing. But, dude, obviously, the first one is way better. The first one is, the action in it is, so, oh my god. He literally sticks a grenade in some guy's fucking mouth, buries his head in the fucking sand or some shit, blows the guy's fucking head off. So, it's a violent movie, the very first one. I will say this, the first one's a little bit more violent, because it was the 80s and shit, and they could get away with more back in the 80s. But, I mean, there's a shit ton of killing and violence in the remake. Don't get me wrong. And I'll be honest, there is explosions in the 80s version. There's more explosions in the remake, but they're still good. Remake, 9 out of 10. The original, 10 out of 10 for sure. Trust me, Fears knows my movies. Watch these. So good, my friends. So good. Cheers to that. All right. All right. So I need your guys' help on the next 2 topics. I'm going to ask you the question, and then I'm going to answer it too. So, because I am getting tired, so I'm going to try and run through, because I've already done 2 streams, so I need to get going here. But I'm determined to do these next 2 topics, so I'll have to speed through them, because I am getting a little tired. And I've got so much. I got to do some laundry tonight, editing, watch 1 movie of D-Man, get to bed he buys, because I got church in the morning. All right. So, I'm going to ask you guys the first topic. What movie characters do you see Fears being? Like, if you were like, all right, if we can stick Fears in any movies, what character do we see him in? I'll go first. I would fucking love, at some point, it's not even a movie character, it's a video game character. You guys know what I'm about to say. I would love, if they ever brought the Merchant back, oh shit, I would love to play the Resident Evil Merchant, because I've got his voice down. Not enough cash, stranger, you know? Oh god. So if I was ever in a video game, I'm like, please make another Resident Evil and get me as the fucking Merchant. And I'll be honest, I'm going to be so pissed off. I mean, pissed off beyond belief. I've never played the remake of Resident Evil 4. I want to. So if I ever play that, if they don't make the fucking merchant in the remake of Resident Evil be Australian. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off. If they got some American actor to play him, I'd be like, you son of a bitch. Why, like why change genius? So that's my favorite video game character that I could see. I would love, though, to play a villain in an Austin Powers film. Like, make me the most ridiculous villain to go up against Austin Powers. I think that would be fucking sweet. And then I'd love to play a villain in a horror film. Like, me do the killing in a horror film. Like, make me a new iconic villain, you know? Like, we got John Carver now. He's the newest icon. Which, by the way, I cannot wait for fucking Thanksgiving Part Deuceage, because he didn't die in the first one, so he's back on the attack, Jack, slicing up some turkey, eating some mashed potatoes, and killing, idiot teenagers and idiot college kids, because they're always fucking stupid in horror movies. I'm like, don't go down that fucking hallway. I'm gonna go and check it out. You're an idiot. Don't go down there, you stupid moron. Anyway. Let's see, what else does Fears see? So I would love to play like a new horror icon. Obviously I want to play Fears Man at some point. That'd be sweet. Or if Fears Man ever went to the big screen, I'd love to play Will L, his friend, because God knows, maybe I'll be an old man by the time Fears Man, I doubt it'll ever get to theaters. But man, I would die a happy man and then some. If the character that I invented ever got to be on fucking screen, oh God, I'd be like, God, you made my dreams come true. This is fucking fantastic. Let's see. Dan says, can't wait for the third stream. Oh no, I'm done after this one. Oh man, I haven't got 3 of me. Let's see. I can see you playing a good Caesar Flickerman. I don't know who that is. Let me look that up, Dan. Let me see who that is. Let's see. Let's see. Well, if I can fucking spell, hang on. Flickerman. Let's see here. Wait, I know that fucking character. What is it from? Oh. Before I hit enter. Let me see it. Don't tell me, Dan. I know it. Hang on. Before I hit enter in Google. I wrote it out, but I haven't hit enter yet. Oh God, hang on. I know it. Give me a second. Don't fucking tell me in the chat. I've got it. Oh God. I know it's like he's like in a fantasy movie or some shit. And he's got like a massive, like, I think he's got like fake teeth, like he's always grinning and shit. Oh, what the fuck is it? I've seen it. I can't. I'm gonna have to hit enter. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. He's got the fucking hair. Yeah. It's from the Hunter games. I knew it. Yeah, that'd be a cool character to play. That would be. Dan Aykroyd, I would not have a problem dyeing my hair. He plays kind of like the host of the show. And he's got the wild suits on. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing that. That'd be cool. That'd be sweet. I knew it. I couldn't picture it. I was like, hang on. I'm like, I've heard of this. Yeah. I wouldn't mind playing that. Flowing the hair, Let's see. I could see you playing more of a creepy character like Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo. Oh, that would be sweet, dude. That would be sweet. That is a creepy movie, but that is a cool movie. And one of the coolest things about that movie, John, is the set they made. I think he worked at it's kind of like a Walgreens type of store, but it was called, what was it? Save Mart. So yeah. But I don't agree with what the character did. He was... I don't know, it would kind of go against my morals. I would like to play a villain, but but he does some really creepy shit. Like, he goes in that hotel room and he pulls out a knife and he's taking pictures of that girl that is cheating on the husband. I wouldn't want to play a character like that because that's gross. That's fucking disgusting, you know. But I wouldn't mind playing a villain. I'll be honest. As long as I wouldn't mind playing an evil guy, as long as it had nothing to do with children or nothing to do with like seeing people naked with me in the room. Nothing like that. That's just too much, you know. Because I want to be a dad someday, and it's so bad to do anything wrong to children. You guys know my what I think about Matt Men. That's all I'm gonna say. So if I ever got to be a Hollywood actor, I would insist. I'm like, I don't want a role that has nothing to do with harming children or killing children, or if they were like, hey, Fears, do you want to play a pedophile? I'd be like, fuck no. Nothing like that, you know? And it's kind of funny. Like Michael Myers, I think he's only killed... Well, they don't show it on camera. Like in Halloween Returns, you just see... You see the kids in one scene wearing, like, you know, the mask from Halloween 3, the pumpkin mask and the skeleton mask. And then I guess they imply that Michael Myers killed those kids off camera, because then you see him carrying that bloody skeleton mask. And I'm like, oh, well, that implies that he killed those kids at that playground. But the best kill that Michael Myers has ever done, in my opinion, is from Halloween 2018. That stupid, like, babysitter lady that's like 19, she's on the phone talking to her idiot boyfriend, and you see him walk all the way through the backyard, come through the back door, he's behind her, grabs her by the back of the hair, slams her face into the wood panel of the window, and then shoves a knife through her neck. So he goes, bam, knocks her out, and then shoves a knife right through her freaking neck. And then he walks out of the house and goes into the other house, kills the lady making a sandwich with the hammer, and then he walks right by the baby, you know, that's in the crib. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, are they going to make Michael Myers that fucking evil? And then he's going to kill the mother, and then is he going to kill the fucking baby? I'm like, I hope not. And thank God he doesn't kill a fucking baby, because that would be the most horrible thing ever. He walks by the baby. So John, I wouldn't mind playing a creepy guy in 1 hour photo, as long as it had nothing to do with children, or as long as it had nothing to do with, like, because that one scene that Robin Williams in is so disgusting. He, like, goes into the hotel room, pulls out a knife, and he, like, takes pictures of that couple naked. I would never do a scene like that. Never. But I wouldn't mind playing a creepy guy, like, at the Save Mart, you know, so... But nothing of those two things. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's crossing a line. That's not Fears' style. Dan Aykroyd said, yes, you're a host at heart. I do like hosting. I like to be an interviewer. I like hosting. I think I'm good at it. The fans have told me that I'm good at it, so I appreciate that. So yeah. Yo, the greatest emperor. That's quite the title, my friend. That is. That's good. He says hello there. Well, hello to you too. Let's see. What other characters do I see myself playing? If the Big Bang Theory was still on, I would love to play like a nerd. You know, just any type of nerd. That'd be cool. Especially on the Big Bang Theory. And then, I'll be honest, you guys know how much I fucking love Walking Dead. I would love to play a zombie. Now, I've watched a lot of behind the scenes, and they said that zombie makeup is so damn hot, and plus it's already hot to begin with because they film it in Georgia. I wouldn't care, though. It would be the experience of a lifetime. I'd be like, I will sweat for my art. I don't give a damn. To play a walker, and I would want to play, like, I'm telling you, John, Dan, everybody in the chat, I mean, like, it'd have to be an iconic, like, zombie. And I've watched Greg, whatever his name, the makeup guy, Greg Nicotero, he says, I always try and put famous zombies he goes, I always take one famous zombie from different movies and put it in every single season. Like, One time he made a zombie that looked like the Tar Man from my favorite zombie movie, Return of the Living Dead. And I was like, oh shit, the fucking Return of the Tar Man. Then he did the one from Night of the Living Dead, the black and white version, where a zombie's got a fucking cut from like here to here, and you see blood oozing out, and he's a big fat zombie, and he's like chewing on someone's arm, and he literally had a big fat guy in one of the seasons chewing on someone's arm, and he had the fucking massive cut, and I was like, that one's from Night of the Living Dead. And so he goes, it's my version of those famous zombies from different movies. And then they said, well, you're the artist, you're the creator, you can make any fucking zombie you want. And I was like, oh, that's so fucking cool. That's awesome. So I would love to play a zombie. I don't care, because I don't care what season. Put me as a zombie in the new Daryl one. Put me in the zombie in Fear the Walking Dead. I don't care, just as long as I get to, like, be a zombie. I don't know about biting someone, but just let me be like a rotting corpse just walking around in the fucking background. That would be fucking sweet. But again, I would go up to Greg and be like, Greg, look through zombie films and transform Fierce into an iconic zombie, and I will fucking zombie the fuck out of it, you know? And he'd be like, oh yeah, Fierce, I'm gonna zombie you up. And I'm like, yes! Zombie up. And you know what I would do? Before I would shoot, I'd be like, Greg, I need to get a selfie with you out of costume. So I would do a selfie with Greg Nicotero, just as John Fierce, selfie it up. I'd fucking Instagram it immediately. Then I'd be like, all right, Greg, as soon as I'm zombied up, another selfie with Greg on one side as Greg Nicotero, and then Fierce as whatever iconic zombie he would turn me into. All right, buddy, fucking selfie it up. And before I would shoot, I'd Instagram the shit out of that, and then I would shoot. So I would love to play a zombie. What else? Zombie, a creepy killer out of a horror movie, a nerd, anywhere, I don't care, but especially on if Big Bang Theory was still up, I would love to play like a nerd, because I am a nerd. And then, I can't believe I almost forgot this. If they ever brought back MacGyver, I would love to play MacGyver, because I've already got the fucking MacGyver knife, so I'd be like, I am ready, sign me up, I'm the fucking new MacGyver, and I'd put my own little twist on it, you know. I'd have the fucking MacGyver watch, I'd be like, I will fucking MacGyver the goddamn shit out of this. So I'd love to play MacGyver, because MacGyver's fucking rad. Some type, in honor of Randall, I told Randall this. I said, Randall, we're best buddies. So I said, if I ever got to be an actor, I'd want to shoot a movie of something with magic, you know? And Randall looked at me and said, Fierce, you would play a magician even though you don't like... I said, Randall, I never said I don't like magic. I said, Randall, I like magic, but not as much as you, buddy. So I like magic a little bit, but I said, because you're my best friend, I'd play something of a magician or a magician's assistant or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. That's all I can think of. But yeah, but thank you guys for your guys' suggestions. All right, the third and final topic. Now, my friend Sean at work gave me this one. He goes, Fears. He goes, wouldn't it be cool if you got to dig deep into celebrities' lives? And I looked at Sean like he was nuts, and I was like, well, I wouldn't do that, Sean. I'm like, I respect people's private lives. He goes, yeah, but he goes, Fears, wouldn't it be a cool topic, like, if you could get away with it, what celebrities would you want to, like, peek into their life? And I said, all right. So I've got 3 people that I would want to check out their life. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and then Neve Campbell, of course, because she's such a fucking hottie. I don't care that she's almost 50. She's hot. She always will be hot. Neve Campbell is fucking smoking hot. Like, she's like 48 right now. I would date her in a hot second. A hot second. So, Neve Campbell. And then the third one, Tom Hanks. I'd love to check out his life a little bit, because he's one of my favorite actors. So, those 3. The Greatest Emperor said you could play Rambo. I don't know about that, because I wouldn't mind playing Rambo, because I fucking love Rambo, but the Fears man would have to lose this tummy, and I would have to fucking hit the weights, and I'd have to hit him hard. But Rambo would be cool. All right, I'm taking off, my friends. But I hope you enjoyed the live, as always. The coffee is almost down low. We all know that. Once the coffee's gone, the show is done. That was the last sip of coffee. And I was saving the last sip to tell you guys goodbye. So I will be back tomorrow, as always, my friends. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlog is channel number 2, part dosage. Subscribe to Randall, Lord Randall, at Cameo Man 2021, my buddy, my pal. And his second channel, the Mayor of Magic. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp, even though he's taking a break. Follow him. And last, but certainly not least, follow Immortal, Mrs. Immortal, on Twitch, at Tinder Immortal. All right, guys, Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, dosage. I'll see you guys later.